Welcome to the channel. Before we begin this powerful story, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss any of our upcoming audiobook-style episodes and inspiring summaries. Your support means everything, and it helps us continue bringing you meaningful content. Our story begins in a peaceful place, a large home in sunny California. A strong, confident, and intelligent dog named Buck enjoys a life of comfort, respect, and freedom. He is not just a pet, he is the leader of the estate, moving proudly and silently as the king of his own world. Surrounded by warmth, kindness, fresh air, and green landscapes, Buck has no idea that destiny is preparing a completely different path for him. One that will test not only his strength, but his spirit. Suddenly, everything changes. Buck is tricked, kidnapped, and sold by someone he trusted. He finds himself chained, confused, and dragged into a world of cruelty, darkness, and fear. The warm California sun is replaced by freezing air, and the familiar voices are replaced by strangers with cold hearts and rough hands. For the first time, Buck learns the brutal rule of survival. Trust no one until they prove they deserve it. During his transportation to the north, Buck discovers that the world can be violent and that strength alone is not enough. Humans now control his life, and he soon learns the cruelest lesson of his journey. The club is law, and those who resist are punished. He watches, learns, and adapts. His pride remains, but he stores his pain deep inside. He realizes something very important. The only way to survive is to understand how the world truly works. Buck is taken to the freezing territories of the north, where people hunt for gold and depend on sled dogs to survive. Here, life is not about comfort, but about endurance. Food is limited, temperatures are deadly, and competition is fierce. Buck is added to a sled team, and every day becomes a struggle for food, warmth, and survival. The other dogs are not friends, they are rivals and sometimes enemies. But little by little, Buck learns new strategies: how to steal food, how to avoid danger, and how to protect himself without wasting precious strength. The wild begins awakening inside him. As days pass, Buck becomes stronger, wiser, and more strategic. He studies other dogs, understands their behavior, and slowly rises in dominance. One of the strongest dogs, Spitz, becomes his biggest rival. They clash constantly over territory, food, and pride. Eventually, Buck's intelligence and growing confidence help him defeat Spitz. The moment is not just a victory, it is transformation. Buck becomes the leader, respected not because of fear, but because of ability. Under his leadership, the team becomes faster, more united, and more efficient. His instincts grow sharper, and the voice of the wild becomes louder. Later, Buck is sold again, but this time destiny brings him to someone different, a man with a kind heart. While others treated him as property, this man treats Buck with respect and friendship. For the first time since his kidnapping, Buck feels true affection and trust again. Their bond becomes deep and emotional, stronger than words. Buck becomes not only loyal, but protective. He would give his life for the man who gave him love. Despite love and loyalty, the voice of nature continues calling Buck. He feels it in the wind, the trees, the moonlight, and the howling wolves. Something ancient awakens, a memory written in his blood. He begins wandering into the forest, exploring, hunting, and listening to the rhythms of nature. He meets wolves, challenges wild beasts, and proves himself through instinct, rather than rules. Step by step, Buck discovers that he is not only a dog, he is a survivor, a warrior, and a leader born for the wilderness. Tragedy eventually strikes, and Buck loses the human he deeply loved. Heartbroken but spiritually awakened, he embraces his true nature. He becomes the leader of wolves, feared by enemies, respected by nature itself. The forest becomes his kingdom. Buck transforms from a house pet into a symbol of strength, freedom, and primal identity. He does not belong to humans anymore. He belongs to the call that has always lived inside him. This story reminds us that comfort can disappear, life can change suddenly, and true strength comes from adaptation, intelligence, and courage. Inside each of us, there is a voice calling us to become stronger, more independent, and truer to who we really are. If you enjoyed this dramatic audiobook-style storytelling, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Your support helps us bring more inspiring content, powerful stories, and life-changing lessons. Stay tuned. Amazing episodes are coming soon.